I once mentioned that it's crucial to prioritize work before taking a break, and I've always stuck to this principle. I refuse to stop or slow down. Instead, I'll keep pushing myself forward. Although there are numerous inquiries and issues that remain unanswered, I'll persist and figure things out as I progress. The key is to keep moving ahead and building towards my goals, which is a philosophy I strive to live by every day. The key to success is to have a dream, make sacrifices for it, and never give up in the midst of it. When I entered the NBA, I remember thinking, is this all it takes? To stay focused while everyone else was taking breaks and enjoying themselves in the cafeteria, I would go back to work and put in the extra effort needed to achieve my goals. How can I prove to you that I have the advantage? I do it through my training routine. Every morning I wake up at 4 a.m. and my 15-year-old daughter accompanies me before school. It's become a special bonding experience for us. By involving her in my training, she learns the importance of hard work, and that's where I draw my motivation from. It's these actions and behaviors that showcase my edge. In my opinion, greatness should be defined as the ability to inspire those around you. It's not a temporary quality that dies with an individual, but rather it's about motivating someone who then inspires others and so on. This is how you create legacy that lasts forever. It's not about sitting around in a happy-go-lucky atmosphere. As a leader, it's your responsibility to bring out the best in people. And that means confronting and learning from difficult situations. Winning is just as exciting as losing because the process should be the same for both. However, the toughest challenge is to face those obstacles head-on. But what if today is the end of the road for you, and there's nothing left to do? In that moment, what can you really say? All that's left is to bid farewell and move on. As Kobe Bryant famously put it, Mamba Out. My parents were amazing role models for me growing up. They emphasized the significance of imagination, curiosity, and the understanding that if you want to achieve something, it requires hard work and dedication. They instilled this philosophy in me at an early age, and it helped me cultivate a mindset where I believed that anything was possible if I put in the effort. When you're a child and you have that fundamental belief that the world is your oyster, it stays with you for a lifetime. Who had a greater impact on you, your father or mother? Well, both of them were influential, but in different ways. My mother was a constant presence in my life, always there for me on a daily basis. My father was also a significant influence, especially during a critical moment in my childhood when I was around 10 or 11 years old. I had a summer where I played basketball and didn't score a single point throughout the entire season, not even by accident. My father, who had high expectations for me, kept pushing me to score, but I just couldn't seem to make it happen. I remember feeling frustrated and upset about it, even crying at times. My father's comforting words gave me a newfound confidence to strive for excellence, even though I scored 0 points that summer. It made me realize that his love for me was unconditional, whether I scored 0 or 60 points. It was a turning point for me because I felt secure, but also determined to improve my skills and score better. I knew that catching up to the other kids would take time, so I adopted a long-term view and created a plan to work on different aspects of my game, starting with shooting. I focused on each skill for 6 months at a time and gradually improved. The following summer, I returned as a better player. At around 13 to 14 years old, I hit my stride and began dominating on the court. I wasn't expecting it to happen so quickly, but it did. The reason was so simple. I focused on the basics and the fundamentals where others relied solely on their natural athleticism. By sticking to the fundamentals, I gradually caught up to them. My body stopped hurting, I grew into my frame, and my athleticism improved. With hard work, the right mindset, and a love of the game, I was able to add a spark that took my skills to another level. Watching great players like Magic and Michael inspired me to push myself and see how far I could go. That curiosity drove me forward, and I believe it led me down the path to success. The Charlotte Hornets made their selection in the 1996 NBA draft and chose Kobe Bryant from Lower Merion High School in Pennsylvania as their 13th pick. The announcer noted that the young man had greatness in his future. I have come to understand that achieving success requires dedication and a focused attitude towards the task at hand. During the 2003 season, there was a period when Shaq was injured and Phil summoned me to his office. He requested that I step up and score heavily in every game. I did as he said and managed to score over 40 points for 9 consecutive games. However, as Shaq's return approached, Phil requested that I reduce my output even though we were winning. He explained that our ultimate goal was to win the championship and that we needed Shaq to be motivated and excited. Therefore, I needed to help uplift the other players and not just focus on my individual performance. This was a big challenge for me as I had to transition from being the dominant player to becoming a team player. Being a leader is about being able to empathize with your teammates and understanding what they're going through. You have to figure out what motivates them and how to get the best out of them, even if it means pushing them out of their comfort zone. It can be a challenging task because it requires everyone to give their best effort, which is not always easy. Kobe and I had a competitive relationship, but he would often help me stay on track during practice and games. He would remind me of opportunities to pass the ball, and I would listen to him because he was committed to the team's success. Some people may joke about my reputation for net passing. At the end of the day, I have 5 rings to show for my hard work and dedication.